NeightWolf back to another SCUM University tutorial guide. This one will expand on the ultimate keyboard controls guide that I did a few weeks ago, and it will give us the ultimate keyboard controls for driving alone. If you haven't checked out the ultimate guide to keyboard controls, check that out. I'm putting a link in the description below, and you can watch that after this video is completed. So one thing I did fail to mention in that ultimate keyboard command is the keypad minus key. That will turn on and turn off your HUD, your heads-up display. So if you hit your keypad minus key, your heads-up display is off. This is perfect for content creators if you want to do screenshots for thumbnails, or if you just want to get some nice scenery shots for your own uses. Keep in mind that your inventory is part of your HUD, so if you have your HUD off and press the tab button, like I just did, you can hear the tab pull up, but if your HUD is off, you will not be able to see it. It is part of your HUD. So you have to turn your HUD back on so you can actually see your inventory. If you get stuck and you can't see your inventory, that's why. We have 3 variations of vehicles that we can drive in the game right now, with possibly a 4th and a 5th coming in the very near future. The devs have spoken about bicycles and motorbikes coming in the near future. Each of these vehicles have their own handling characteristics and their own inventory system based on their sizes. They were working on them for the anniversary patch, but they needed more work before they released them. I'm happy they decided to hold them back instead of having a glitchy automobile. So let's get right to driving. We can walk up to our car. There's a couple of different things we can do. As with many of the objects in the game, you can press and hold F and get most of your options for whatever you're looking at. This one we can get in and drive. We can open the inventory screen and it will take you right over here. Double click that. We can scroll up and down our inventory items. We can hold a lot of things in the inside the car itself, which is why they're so valuable and not so many of them around. To close that screen, you just hit that little triangle right there and you are good to go. You can also turn on the radio from the outside by holding F and turning it on, and then you can hold F again and increase and lower the volume using these buttons. You can shut the radio off by doing the same. If you get stuck on a rock, you can hit the push button. That will move the car, get it off the rock, and usually reset it on the ground. You can enter any position in the vehicle by getting to that position and hitting the F button. You can drop into the back seat here. You can go around the car, get in the front right seat. You can go into first-person mode from the third-person mode by pressing the enter button, and that will give you your view from inside the car, and you can also use the mouse to look around just like you would in third person. You can do that from any position inside the car. You will not get into the driver's seat until you get the notification of drive. Then you can press the F button and you're in. Basic keyboard commands for driving is the W will make you go forward, the S will make you reverse, and then the right and left are just the same as moving around your A key and your D key. Left and right respectively. If you're looking to slow the car down in a hurry, press the S button and the space bar and you will stop pretty quickly. Depending on your driving skill, the engine may kill when you go to make transitions. If your skill is too low, you might just lose the engine and stall. You can find your driving ability skill by pressing tab, going to metabolism, and pressing the dexterity tab. You will see driving. You will see I'm a quarter of the way up at 29% into basic skill level, and this will increase as I drive around the map. As my driver's skill increases, so does the speed at which I can drive and the handling of the vehicle. From inside the car, the J button turns on the radio. Shift J increases the volume of the radio. Control J decreases the volume of the radio. Press J again, and you will shut the radio off. In the police car, the H button is the siren. If you are in a civilian vehicle, the H button is simply a horn. You'll see here our vehicle has taken a little bit of damage. It is smoking. We are at about 60%. We can actually repair this car. I did an entire video that I'm going to link at the top of the screen there on the right. Briefly, all you need to do is have a toolbox in your possession, press the F button, and then you can repair the car. And now the car is not smoking. We hop back in and it is at 100%. Don't forget to check out that video on the top right. That will give you an in-depth way of how to repair your vehicle and some of the limitations with it. I will also link that video in the description below. I hope you found some value and maybe learned something in this video. Please smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to check out the SCUM University playlist, which goes through the entire game of SCUM and some tips and tricks. I will link those in the descriptions below. Thank you for joining us and have a great day.